Welcome to GCR for Dummies. It is May 5, 2025. Let's look at today's news from Professor William Liebenberg, prepared by Martin Stein. Please like, share and subscribe. Join our Telegram group in the comments below. Thank you. Let's go. BRICS GCR Nations Alliance. BRICS 2025 Summit could be a game changer for the US dollar. Just 3 months into the year, geopolitical tensions have caught the eye of the global economy. Specifically, there have been ongoing concerns between the US and the BRICS Economic Alliance. This is a key reason why the upcoming BRICS 2025 summit could be a game changer for the US dollar. It is no secret that the BRICS alliance has been seeking to de-dollarize its operations for years. Now, with the US embracing America First trade policies, the ongoing weaponization may be set to solidify their resolve in that way. Subsequently, its most important meeting of the year could go far in moving the bloc away from the fiat greenback. BRICS 2025 summit to be most pivotal. What it means for the US dollar. For the last several years, the BRICS annual summit has been the most important date on the calendar for the economic alliance. It has sought to expand membership and introduce a new national trade unit currency promotion in recent gatherings, and the importance of this annual iteration is undeniable. With the United States undergoing a major policy shift, amid the arrival of US President Donald Trump, there is no shortage of reasons for the bloc to be alert. Moreover, it only ensures that the BRICS 2025 summit could be a game changer for the US dollar. The bloc has sought to implement de-dollarization methods in previous summits. Moreover, this year it has all the more reason to. That is especially true amid the major trade and tariff policies introduced by the US. According to a recent report from the Birch Gold Group, the 17th annual BRICS bloc is expected to have major ramifications for global finance. Indeed, the gathering has been labeled the Rio Reset. Specifically, it highlights Brazil's stance as chairman and the focus on global currency norms. The event is rumored to be a significant monetary development that will disrupt the dollar-based global financial system, the report notes. Indeed, analyst Peter Regan notes it could be vital to the international financial system. "I'm convinced BRICS will make history this summer," Reagan said. "There is no better time for that to happen." With the arrival of US tariffs, the fiat US dollar has plummeted 10% in Trump's first 100 days. That should only continue if no new trade deals are reached. Moreover, the global economy stands ready to diversify amid the unreliable currency. The big question is, will the BRICS XRP integrated cross-border payment system come online? There is overwhelming evidence that XRP is part of the BRICS system. The Seven Kingdoms. Why is Trump posing as the new pope? Why is he saying Canada will be the 51st state? Trump's not sending troops in to take over Canada. But he can't say the same about Greenland. We need that for international security. Think Greenlanders would approve? Let's watch this short clip.
Talked, and I asked you if you would rule out military force to take Greenland, and you said no, you don't rule out anything. Would you rule out military force to take Canada?
Well, I think we're not going to ever get to that point. It could happen. Something could happen with Greenland. I'll be honest. We need that for national and international security.
But not
I
with
think
Canada?
It's highly unlikely. I don't see it with Canada. I just don't see it. I have to be honest with you.
Okay, but you don't rule it out for Greenland.
And by the way, Canada, they spend less money on military than practically any nation in the world. They pay NATO less than any nation. They think we're subsidized. They think we are going to protect them. And really, we are. But the truth is, they don't carry their full share, and it's unfair to the United States and our taxpayers.
But you are not ruling out military force to take Greenland.
I don't rule it out. I don't say I'm going to do it, but I don't rule out anything. No, not there. We need that. We need Greenland very badly. Greenland is a very small amount of people, which we'll take care of and we'll cherish them and all of that. But we need that for international security.
The Trump organization.
The world is changing. 7 kingdoms are being formed. I have attached a video, why Trump is posing as the new pope. Let's watch it.
Why is Trump posting himself in an AI image as the next pope? Why is the White House, the very White House, showing Trump as the next pope? What does that mean? Trump is busy taking over the worldwide power of the satanic elites. The fact is that this military intelligence operation that signed its posts with Q, they said there's going to be a change of the guards. We are going from darkness to light. What does that mean? They were explaining that the world is ruled by a satanic network of literal devil worshippers, literal Luciferianists, literal child sacrificers. I mean, entities, people of the very, very, very worst kind. Q said it is pure evil. They were responsible for the past 200 years. They were responsible for all suffering, all evil, all deception, all corruption, all wars, all mind control, all poisoning, all addiction, all destruction on the entire world, in every single nation. When God called me to start the website stopworldcontrol.com, I said, you have to tell me, are we about to enter a dark age where evil will rule just like in China, or even worse? Or are we about to have a major victory? And now you have to listen carefully, because this is really phenomenal. The answer came the very next day through a vision sent to me by a lady who said, David, I got this vision last night and I was told to share it with you. And this is the vision. She saw the whole earth covered by the body of a snake. Every nation, not one excluded, was either fully or partially covered with the body of that snake. And she saw people hitting away at the body of the snake in every nation. People that were like flames of fire. They had an axe and they were hitting at the body of the snake. And an incredible nasty stench came out of it. Then she saw that in America there were far more people than anywhere else in the world that were hitting at the body of the snake. And the body of the snake was almost completely cut in half. And she said, David, you have to tell the people. You have to tell them, don't give up. You're almost there. And then she saw that the head of the snake was in the Vatican. The head of the snake was in the Vatican. Everyone who has done his homework knows that indeed the head of this satanic worldwide network is in the Vatican. They owned the whole world. Later, at some point, they were taken over by the Rothschilds, but they still operated as the head of the snake. Now, Trump, he shows himself as the Pope. That means he's telling us something. He's giving us a message. I am the Pope now. Not in a religious sense, not in a church sense, but in the sense of who holds the power. Who has the power? And he has the power over the British elites as well, because that's why, listen, that is why he keeps saying that Canada will become the 51st state of America. Canada, Australia, New Zealand are no countries. That's an illusion. That's just total illusion for the masses. They are literally private property of the crown, which sits in the City of London. The City of London is 1 square mile inside of London City. It is surrounded by 14 statues of a dragon. And the creed on their crest is 2 dragons. The dragon with the creed, Lord, guide us. The City of London is the heart of the financial system in the entire world. That's where the owners are of the world. The people who have been controlling the world through Freemasonry, through Satanism, through bribery, through, all kind of occult means. They own Canada, they own Australia, they own New Zealand, and several African countries, South Africa and other. Originally, or I should say historically, they were the British Empire, and then they just remarketed it and called it the Commonwealth, the British Commonwealth. It's not a Commonwealth, it's just the common tyranny. It's the common slavery. It's the common Satanism. They were ruling over those nations, and that is why Listen carefully. That is why Canada and Australia and New Zealand had by far the worst tyranny in the entire world during COVID. Because they are literal colonies of the satanic elites. So they could push their tyranny there worse than anywhere else. And of course in Israel, which is also entirely owned by the British elites. So guys, listen to me. Q said in 2017 and 18, darkness to light, a changing of the guard. We are bringing you a new world, and it's happening before our very eyes. It is happening. Australia is going to be liberated. The United Kingdom is going to be set free. New Zealand will be born again. All these nations that have been private property of the crown. I mean, listen carefully. Trump signed an executive order that said that they can seize the assets of everyone involved in corruption, in severe human rights abuse, in human trafficking. And that is what these guys do. They are the human traffickers of the world. They are the abusers of human rights around the world. So Trump signed an executive order that gave him legal authority to seize the assets. The assets are Canada. The asset is Australia. The asset is New Zealand. The asset is the United Kingdom. We will see a transition. We will see a transformation. Europe will be completely liberated. It's just a matter of time. In 10 years' time, the world as we know it will no longer be the world as we know it. It's going to be so different that we will be amazed. Guys, we are seeing something that is so huge, and the vast majority of us are not able to comprehend it because our brain is not wired to believe this kind of incredible positive stuff. Everything is going to change. Everything's going to change. And there is still battle. There is still darkness. There's infiltration. There's very evil people around Trump. There's very evil people in the White House still, in the government. It's a battle, and we have to pray. We have to really pray with all our heart that all these traitors, all these liars who act as if they support Trump while they actually can't wait to stab him in the back, that they will be exposed. But nothing and nobody will be able to stop what is coming, because it is time for humanity to be liberated. Follow me here on X if you want to hear more.
That sums up your Monday news. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.